The long-awaited Karen Reed murder trial opened this morning. Reed is charged with second-degree murder in the 2022 death of her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe. Jake Holter joins us now live in studio with a recap of what happened both inside and outside the courthouse today. Jake?
Well, Mike, both the prosecution and defense read their opening statements this morning before testimony got underway going into the afternoon. Outside the courthouse, many demonstrators still making their voices heard about this case.
I was hoping that this case was thrown out.
The trial of Karen Reed underway inside Norfolk County Superior Court Monday. Reed accused of striking her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe, with her car and leaving the scene. But a group of demonstrators outside don't buy it.
I believe, and a lot of the people in this movement believe, that she's been framed. We believe Officer John O'Keefe was killed inside Officer Brian Albert's home. And they staged him on his lawn and trying to blame Karen Reed for hitting him with her car.
Inside the courthouse, the defense laying out the same scene.
You will reasonably doubt their case because Karen Reed was framed, and the evidence shows that.
John O'Keefe's brother Paul taking the stand to share his account of the day his brother was found dead.
We saw Karen Reed being restrained by hospital employees screaming the same things. Is he alive? Is he alive? Is he alive?
At any point, either before or after, respond to any of that screaming that you heard from the defendant?
I actually blew her a kiss.
But the prosecution telling the jury they should find Reed guilty.
The only true and just verdict based on that is that the defendant, Karen Reed, is guilty of murder in the second degree.
Now, Reed has pleaded not guilty to the charges, and the trial is expected to last 6 to 8 weeks. Live in studio, Jake Holter, 12 News.
Testimony is underway in Karen Reed's trial. The Mansfield woman is charged with the murder of her boyfriend, a Boston police officer. Jake Holter recaps what happened in court today. Jake?
Well, Shannon, the prosecution and defense laying out their arguments to the jury this morning before testimony got underway. The defense presenting Karen Reed as a woman framed.
Karen Reed was framed for a murder she did not commit.
The trial of Karen Reed officially underway Monday. Reed, the defendant in the January 2022 death of her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe. Prosecutors say O'Keefe was found unresponsive at a snowbank outside of a Canton home.
The only true and just verdict based on that is that the defendant, Karen Reed, is guilty of murder in the second degree, striking the victim, Mr. O'Keefe, with her car, knocking him back onto the ground, striking his head on the ground, causing the bleeding in his brain, swelling, and then leaving him there for several hours in a blizzard.
But the defense saying Reed is the victim of a cover-up by police, as the home O'Keefe was found in front of was that of a fellow Boston police officer. The defense believes that O'Keefe was beaten inside the home, bitten by a dog, and left outside.
You will question their shoddy and biased investigation, a faulty investigation that led to Karen Reed sitting here today.
The fact that this trial is even going forward is flabbergasting. Like, I don't understand.
Demonstrators gathering outside the courthouse calling for Reed's freedom.
This is truly an innocent woman, that's what it is. And, it could be any one of us. I think that's why a lot of us stand behind it, is that it could be any one of us.
Now, Reed has pleaded not guilty to the charges, and the trial is expected to last 6 to 8 weeks. Live in studio, Jake Holter, 12 News.